Ranking the best homecoming cards in college football. And boys, we are back here with another promo reveal. Today we got the homecoming promo. Before we get into today's video, I do want to talk about our sponsor real quick, MMOEXP.com. If you guys want an alternative to buying packs, consider buying coins at MMOEXP and make sure to use code DILL at checkout for 5% off your order. And the first cards we're going to take a look at are these 89 overalls. The reason why is you can choose one of these cards to upgrade for free, and you upgrade them through the new house rules, which one of the things I do like about the new promo is there's something else to do. There is a house rule that we can grind, and you can add one of these 89s to the team, and we're gonna take a look at each and every single one. The first one we got right here is Ja'Marr Chase. Ja'Marr Chase, 89 speed, 88 short route running, 88 medium, 89 deep route running. Looks like a fantastic receiver in the game. And right by him, we also get Justin Jefferson too. The reason why I want to talk about him at the same time is because they are very, very similar, right? I mean, 89 speed yet again. This time, Justin Jefferson hits that 85 level for short and medium route running, but does hit 90 deep route running. I'm going to put them on the same level, but if you had to choose, right, between Justin Jefferson and Ja'Marr Chase, I would go Justin Jefferson because of the fact that he has that 90 deep route running. I could definitely see them argue potential top 3 receivers in the game. For me, who they're battling for receiver, I mean, we have Trey Harris, we have Colin Lacey. I think McMillan and Herman Moore are also better as well. I would put them very similar to like Amari Cooper, and they're both great receivers in the game. Like if you run these guys, they are going to make plays. They are going to be good cards for you. I just wouldn't say they're necessarily top 3 receivers right now, break cards in the game. I think that's a good spot for him. And then after that as well, we do get Joe Burrow. Now, what is interesting about Joe Burrow, right? So he has an 89 overall, okay? And this, again, you can get this card for free. He also has a 91 overall LTD. And again, I wanted to compare the two because this free Joe Burrow has 80 speed, 89 throw power, and has very good accuracies across the board. Like I wouldn't consider Joe Burrow to be a mobile quarterback in this game. For him to be effective, your play style has to be like in the pocket, I think. Also, there's some ratings that I'm a little bit suspect on, like the 82 throw on the pressure. It's not bad, it's just not great. Same thing with the throw on the run as well. But as an in the pocket quarterback, 89 throw power with these accuracies, very, very good. But now on the other hand as well, we do get a 91 overall LTD Joe Burrow, which this card, I know a lot of people are going to say the free one is better. Now, the reason why I'm not going to say the 91 is better is because of the fact that his strength, right? It already wasn't the speed. So this card has 78 speed. Yes, it's 2 lower than the free 89, but what does he have to make up for? Well, he hits 91 throw power, and this time he hits 90s for every single accuracy, which this in the pocket, amazing. The throw under pressure is better. The throw on the run is still suspect, but again, that is not this card's play style. Like he is a in the pocket quarterback. I could see you saying you like this Joe Burrow card as the best quarterback in the game. It really does depend on play style, but for me, I'm going to also put him in the great tier, but this card I still think is a good quarterback in the game. I think he's more on the levels of say like Cam Ward, Lamar, and like some other potential cheap free options too. You could get some of those for B&D. Again, I still think he's solid. It's just the 91 should be the best pocket passer in the game. And also we're talking about a 2 speed point difference, which really isn't a ton. I think the important thing on this card is hitting that next level of throw power and also the accuracies. I don't think he's the best quarterback in the game, but I think you could say he's the best pocket passer. All right, and then after that we get into some 85s right here. We are looking for some budget beasts. Now, the first one we got is from Georgia Tech, EJ Lightsey right here, and he has 82 speed, 86 acceleration. The block shed isn't great. He's not a pass rusher, but you can see on the card right here, he has 83 zone coverage. So hitting that 80 level of zone for a linebacker, some linebackers that hit that 80 zone, I'm a little bit worried about the speed and excel though. I don't really think I'd recommend this card. So for me, he's going to be in the trash tier. After that, we get Andre Lamas right here. And this card has 85 pass block power, 85 pass block finesse, 80 run block. Overall, very, very solid stats for a lineman, man. And yeah, I think he is a pretty good right guard in the game. Potential budget option as well. I'm between like mid or good for him. Place him in the mid tier. We also get Nicholson right here from Louisville, and this card has 85 speed, 85 excel, and he has 86 zone coverage as well. Hits that 85 level of zone, which is the threshold on the Heisman game type, which is like champs and gauntlet, not regular head-to-head. But this card isn't really that bad, man. I mean, if you're going to be a little bit lower physically static compared to the top end receivers or top end corners, I want you to be a zone coverage player player, and he is that. I don't think he's that bad. For me, this card is going to be in the mid tier. And right after that, we get Tanner. Do not know how to say the last name, but this card right here has 84 speed, 80 short route running, 82 medium, 66 run block. Like, trash or mid for him. Man. 84 speed on the tight end, 80 route runnings. I don't think he's as good as these two cards right here, so I'm going to place him in the trash tier, but he's not like the worst card in the world. Now we bump it on up to 88s, and we get a card right here that I actually really want to try out. We get Caden Simonza right here, and this card has 86 speed, 86 throw power, and hits 85 for medium and deep accuracy. Does not hit it for short, and I actually really like where I'm going to have this card because I think it actually makes a ton of sense. So what are the strengths of this card? Well, the speed 86, pretty solid. 90 throw on the pressure, 87 throw on the run. What are the weaknesses? I would say 86 throw power at this point. It's not low, but compared to the best quarterbacks in the game, kind of feels a little bit low, and also doesn't have the best accuracy. So this is a card that I'm going to have right next to the 89 Joe Burrow. I don't want to say very similar thoughts because, again, this is in the pocket. He shouldn't really miss a lot of throws because of the accuracy he hit. And this is a card that you can get out the pocket with. May have to worry about missing some throws because he doesn't hit every accuracy that we want. But yeah, I would even be willing to say that I think Caden is going to be better than this Joe Burrow. But yeah, good quarterback in the game. Kind of similar to my thoughts on like Cam Ward, Lamar. We also get Devin Neal at free safety. Now, this is a pretty interesting card. He's 87 speed, 87 excel. And what you're going to notice is he has great play rec and also really good pursuit as well. And they said in the patch notes, I think in the last patch or the one before, higher pursuit players should play better, but his weakness is absolutely no coverage. I mean, 75 zone, 78 man, that is pretty awful. This is a card that I think you could have potentially good tier. I'm going to say he's a mid-tier card. He's just like a user defender. And honestly, I'd rather user VJ Payne. So he's an okay card. He has to be a user defender. He is not an AI coverage player. He's going to be in the mid-tier for me. We also get Malcolm Lamar Sr. and this card has 90 pass block power, 85 pass block finesse, and 80 run block. Really solid pass protector in the game, man. I think this is a really good left tackle. I think for him to be like great or like the best in the game, you would want more run block. But again, as a pass protector, he's a good card. I'm going to place him in the good tier. We also get LaMiles Brooks right here at strong safety. And this card has 88 speed, 91 acceleration. Not the best man coverage in the world, but does hit that 85 level of zone with 85 play rec. This is also a card you could potentially user as well with the 88 speed, the 91 excel. For me, I think this card is in the great tier, I'd say. I like the speed. I like the excel. A top end option in the game, man. Like, yeah, I like him. Again, you can user him. He can play in the box. Now, we do get an overall increase as well. We get 90 overalls. The first one we got right here is Federico. I feel like I said that so wrong, from FAU. 93 pass block power, 90 pass block finesse, 85 run block. Well, I think we're looking at the first center that I'd say is better than Jonah Monheim. And yeah, I mean, this is just some of the best stats we'll see from a center. And he has high awareness, good strength as well. This is a card that I think is the best center in the game, so I'm going to place him best of position. We also get Romello Height right here. This card has 86 speed, 92 acceleration. Like the physical stats, the block shed and power moves are low, but has really, really high finesse moves. And this is a card that pass rush traits actually matter a ton. So we're going to go ahead and look up his previous card. We're going to take a look at his traits. He does have an 82 overall. And what you're going to see is this card is actually a lot better than what you would think because of pass rush traits. So the bull rush move, think of this as the power move rating. And what you're going to notice is this is on no. Spin and swim, however, these are the finesse move ratings. These two are on yes. So what does this mean for this card? We can essentially block out the power move rating. So this card is a beastly speed rusher. Like, we're gonna take a look at the highest offensive lineman pass block finesse. What you're gonna notice is like Preston Wilson, Amari Knight, they all have really high pass block finesse, but as soon as we get to Emory Jones, he doesn't have as much pass block finesse as this card has finesse moves. So I don't think I'd say he's the best edge rusher in the game because of the lower block shed, but what I will say is he is very, very close, and he is going to be a beastly pass rusher, potential quick jump player as well. We also get Quincy Riley right here too, that has 90 speed, 88 acceleration, 90 man coverage, 87 zone, 88 press. I think he has to be a top 3 corner in the game. If you run man coverage, I think he's a little bit better than Aiden Garnes and Rod Woodson. If you run zone, he also is probably a little bit better than D'Angelo Hall too. Unless you have D'Angelo Hall up to 90 zone with the strategy item, that is who I would take over Quincy Riley in zone. But yeah, I think this card is a pretty easy addition to top 3 corner in the game, gonna be best at position for me. And after that, we get Magwood right here from Ball State. He has 90 speed and I think the best thing on the card, 90 short route running, 90 medium, hits that 85 level of deep too. So even on like all pro seasons, or it's not all pro, you know what I'm saying. I'm used to Madden, my bad. But these are thresholds that are pretty major to hit from a route running standpoint. In my opinion, man, Magwood, I would say, okay, if we go ahead again, pull up receiver, I would take Magwood over Trey Harris, Colin Lacey. McMillan and Herman Moore, they're big bodies, so like it's tough. But in my opinion, I think he is a top 3 receiver in the game, so I'm gonna place him here. And these are my thoughts on all the homecoming cards that are dropping. Now, what I want to talk about real quick before we end off this video, I think this promo is good. Do not get me wrong. I like the house reward. I like potentially getting a free option at one of these LSU guys. I like that. However, for a homecoming style of promo where you want to highlight schools like Ball State and FAU, you cannot only drop 4 champions. Like, you just can't do it. This is supposed to be like the highlight drop of the week 2. This is supposed to be like the big content drop. I think bare minimum, okay? Bare minimum should be an offensive and defensive champion for both schools, should be an offensive and defensive 88 overall, should be an offensive and defensive 85 overall. And I think they're capable of doing it. I still feel like we're not getting enough cards. And honestly, listen, I think these cards right here, great. Magwood, Riley, even Romello Height, like they're all good, but I don't feel like they're big enough names to only drop 4 of them as well. Honestly, they could bare minimum drop like 20 champions and then I'd be like happy. That's really my only complaint with Cut, man. It's just, I want more cards. I want to use more current day players, which Quincy Riley, Magwood, Romel, like I like them. I like them. I'm not complaining about the cards we got. I just kind of have the feeling that we should get even more. And let me know down below in the comments who you guys are picking up from this drop. You can expect gameplay on. I believe we'll try to get all 3 of these guys, like Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and drop gameplay on all of them. Potential LTD Joe Burrow gameplay today. We're gonna be live as soon as this content drops here on YouTube and Twitch. By the way, if you guys do want to watch the gameplays here on YouTube, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit that noti bell as well. You'll be notified every time I upload or go live here. Or if you guys want to watch on the Twitch, check the links in the description, hit that Twitch with a follow. But if you guys do want another video to watch as well, check out this one right here.